Hey, Don Copeland here, and we're here to show you a way to make some money with your compress UV printer. We're working on the 1200S today. You can do these one at a time on the 600. It's got a print area the size of these signs and so. But I want to show you a way to make some money with the sign. In today's world, especially right now, with a lot of high schools and colleges are postponing or canceling graduations and ceremonies. Doesn't mean they're not going to graduate, just not going to have a ceremony. A lot of folks are really stepping up their game to make sure that these kids get recognized as they should be. And so there's a huge marketplace opening up right now for these graduation signs. And I'm going to show you 4 different we've done here, show you how we've set them up a little bit, print them out and give you an idea. They get about $2.25 into the sign material and the stake that you use to put them in the ground. I bought 100 of each and it cost me $225 delivered, all right? And these range in, this is probably one of the more expensive because there's a lot of coverage. This one probably has $2.50 worth of ink on it, $2.20 worth of ink, $2.25 for the material. You're under $5 for the sign. And then this one, which probably has the least amount of ink, you're looking in the area of about 50 to 75 cents cheaper than this one was to produce. But we've got a couple of ideas that ways you would set it up. This one is set up very straightforward. Room for a photograph, customization of the high school name, and then customization of the student's name. And what you'll see when we get to the software, the way I've set these up, very easy for you to go in and modify these, change these colors real quickly to go to a different school color. Because there's no school logo or anything in here, this becomes a great generic template. Turn it to the other side here. Similar mindset right here, just a different type of photo. This one wouldn't be as likely to be one that you would be able to make a lot of changes to. This would be more of a more custom. I actually, in the artwork you'll see on the screen when we get to it, I actually changed it right in here and put a soccer ball as well. You could take it a step further. You could actually put the college commit that they have right here if you wanted to on it. This is a more generic one. We actually have a customer of ours I was speaking with yesterday who is just inundated right now with these, right? He actually called me to give him some tips and tricks of how we can speed him up a little bit because he is getting these orders by the hundreds. He had a school that ordered 400 sign blanks that were specific to the school, specific to the class of 2020. However, it was just for senior. It didn't say the kid's name, didn't have their photo or anything like that. They're literally giving them to every one of the kids in their senior class. Great opportunity for you. You get one of those, keep your printing for a couple days, make a good amount of money during a downturn like we're going through right now. Then you have the semi-customized sign, let's say. You set it up for a class. This is Plan High School, which is here local to us, right? Class of 2020. Really the only variable would be the name of the kid. You don't have a photo. Very easy, quick, and turn. There's less work set up for you to get it done. And you actually could even use the variable data in the software. If you wanted to, you could just build a database of all the names you needed to print, and it would generate this part for you exactly. So 4 examples of different ways you can take the same concept of a sign, turn it into something different, and make some money with it at a time when we all need to make money. The upside too is this stuff's been around for a while, but it's crazy this year. And what you need to do, taking this a step forward, is start hitting them up again next year based on this. Because once people have gotten exposed to this, you know, hey, the kids last year, they got the sign, you know, with their picture on it out in the front yard, or the school gave them these, all right? So you need to take this and turn this into a positive, not just this year when times are tough, but next year and ongoing years to make this as a standard of what the schools are doing and what the parents are doing for their kids. So show you what we did in the software. Okay, so we're going to start out here and show you what we've done to set up this whole job. I think I showed you 4 different signs. We'll show you real quick how we did each of them. And at the end, we're going to go ahead and print a pair of the signs to give you an idea how much time it takes to print and to give you an idea of the cost of the ink and whatnot. So as I almost always do, started out with my outlines here. This is my outlines that represent the actual sign blanks themselves. I've generated them in black. I printed them over to the rip in the white only queue. That's why I have white lines, because we happen to have a black mat on the bed. So that's the lines we have. And then we have over here, I have different layers. Each of these layers corresponds to different artwork. For instance, this is the one that I showed you there at the end with this. Set these up. I put a little bit of an edge on these because the colors don't correspond one to another. We don't want to print over top of the other blank. I put about 1/8 of an inch gap all the way around. so that that'll fit in. And as I mentioned, I added the soccer ball to it. All right. So now this is very, very customized to this family. Trust me, my daughter played club soccer. She played high school soccer. She played college soccer. Just by putting that soccer ball on, it means the parents are going to spend an extra $5 for the sign. It's just what it is. They've been spending thousands of dollars every year already on club soccer. All right. So that's one set that we would send over. Second one we set up was this one from Johnstown High School for Brittany White. Now you notice with these I have the signs turned in opposite directions to each other because these areas now the purple correspond, and this way if we just miss the signs of being aligned a little bit, you're never going to notice the difference. I didn't want to do it at the top because you might notice the difference because there's a space here with the white, so we went ahead and turned them this way. They're going to print fine. We'll come back to that one in a minute. I think that's the one we'll play with the print. We have set up the senior, the generic sign we talked about. In this case, as you see right here, this one, again, it doesn't matter which way we orient them because we have some space around them. So I've set those up to print 2 at a time. Then we have the semi-customizable with the drop-in name here, where we would change that. Again, I put these two together. I also going to put the white areas together towards the middle. That way it doesn't matter. We're going to don't have to worry exactly of how the signs are aligned. And then the last layer is actually my outlines. All right, so what I wanted to show you here is how we went about doing this and how you can very quickly make this editable. All right, we're just going to do one sign in this application. All right, I want to take this sign right here, and I'm actually going to take one copy of it. All right, if you'll see under here, take that. I'm just going to move it up to another layer. All right, I'm going to turn that layer off so you can't see it. So now we have this sign right here, which is Johnstown High School. And as a little surprise, we're going to take Hannah here. Her cousin, Madeline, is actually graduating from Plant High School. As you saw that I did some of the signs earlier. She's graduating from Plant High School this year. And so what we're going to do is we're going to change this sign to be Madeline. All right? So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to ungroup the sign. And we're going to start out by changing the name of the school. All right? As you see, I've got the name of the school selected, and this is kind of weird, right? Because I've got this this oriented. I'm just going to take this whole thing, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, and I'll rotate it back when I'm done. All right, that's a little bit easier on my mind. I don't know about you. So I've got the text here, which is the school. I'm going to edit the text, and this is Plant High School, so all I have to do is change that to Plant. I probably want to do it all caps like the other one was. All right. Second thing we want to do is we want to edit her name. This is a My Cousin Benny name, guys. I'm just telling you right now. Madeline Gubini, right? Madeline Gubini. So we're going to take and we're going to edit this. Now this, you notice I did uppercase, lowercase. All right, it fit. We weren't sure it was going to fit. It did fit. Good. All right, so now we've modified. Now, she may be a ginger, but she's not a redhead, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to import, right, into here, her picture. Hannah didn't quite know I was going to do this, so actually I just named her cousin's picture Hannah Cousin. All right, wow, pretty close to the right size too. Back out a little bit here. Redhead's going to have to go away. We're going to bring this one over into here. And we're going to arrange that to the back. All right. And I'm going to just align that one with this up here. My alignment, last object, I want to align to the left side. There we go. That way she's snugged up right there. Only one problem. Those colors are not the Plant High School color. So we got to play around here, see what works best. I happen to have saved in here one of the colors that are Plant High. I'm going to let Hannah vote on this one. Let's fill that with the bronze pewter. And then this, do it as black. You like it that way?
That's pretty good.
All right. So that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to take that. Now, literally, I want you to notice a couple things. Number one, flapping my gums and showing you how to do this. I've changed this in like 2.5 minutes, right? Number two things that you may not have noticed that happened is when I selected the text up here, it stayed center aligned because I center oriented it. Down here on her name, I wanted it right oriented, so the orientation to this was to the right side, so when I expanded the name longer, it came to the left, where this stayed centered on the same. All right, so grab that, we're going to rotate that back, minus 90 degrees. It's still in the same spot it was, and we're ready to print. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and send this over to the printer, and we're going to load up a piece of Coro, and we're going to print this for you. All right, I want to print it into the single pass queue. I'm not worried about it being selected items only because it's the only page printing, but I can go ahead and select that. And I'm going to tell it to print to the edge of the sign blank so it orients to the same spot. Okay. It's been sent over to the RIP. Should pop up right here. And I'm going to set that to my chloroplast setting for production chloroplast printing. Go ahead and process it, see what this one costs, and then we'll let it rip up, load up some material, we'll print one of these signs up. Almost there. I'm going to guess this one costs about $1.25. See if I'm right. More color in here because it's black instead of purple. Oh, $1.48. So we would have $3 worth of ink for two sides, $2.96 worth of ink plus 2 1/4, right? And I'm only going to charge Hannah $40 for this. So it's a pretty good deal. But you can see, this is something, honestly, folks, if you're doing 1 or 2 or 3 of these, people are not going to complain about paying $20 or more for these signs. If you look at them online, you can find them. You might find them for $12 to $15 a piece right now, but then you look at the shipping. A lot of these companies are charging $10 to ship anywhere from 1 to 3 signs. All right, that's 90% of that is profit. If your customers are local and you can deliver, or you can deliver large quantities of them, you're going to be able to match the prices of the big online houses and be able to deliver in very custom quantities that they want and make a killing on this. All right, let's go ahead and show you how this comes out when we print it. All right, there we have it. We have one customized graduate sign that we took from a template we'd set up and literally changed it in a minute or two over to the right colors, the right photograph, the right names, and printed it out. I didn't time these. It was probably 5 minutes total to print the sign. And we got, what was it, $1.48 per side. So we've got just a little under $3 worth of ink onto the sign and $2.25 worth of materials. We got $5.25 into this sign. Totally customized, two-sided, as you can see, all right? Ready to go in the yard. In fact, I'm pretty sure it will be in a yard this afternoon, if I'm not mistaken, right, Hannah? You just need to take it by and stick it in their yard. Don't tell them, just stick it in their yard. That would be awesome. Guys, this is a great opportunity. You know, we've been dealt some lemons here lately. Let's make some lemonade with it. This is a huge marketplace nowadays where people are wanting to recognize these graduates and do something that be memorable for them. Not a huge investment. Most parents are going to spend a ton of money on a graduation party anyway, right? They're going to have a little bit of money to spare right now, except for the kids are driving them crazy and they're probably had to buy them a car so that as soon as this whole thing's over, they get them out of the house. But great opportunity to jump on it. And like I said, if you play your cards right, this isn't just a stopgap, a fill-in for this year during this crazy season. This is an opportunity to grow your business and have something that you can go back to next year. Go back to playing high school and say, hey, remember those senior signs we did last year? How about we do them again for you this year? It seemed like they're a big hit with those families. There's a lot of those families who have kids coming up again that those kids are going to want the signs as well out in the yard. You know, maybe they don't want to spend the money on a photograph, which, by the way, you don't have to tell them that this and this take the same amount of work and cost, right? You don't have to do them. If you want a photograph on it, add another $5, right? You just want their name, all right, it's this price. If you just want the generic, it's this price, all right? Or you get the school to buy this, right? Along that line, customize it based on, you know, maybe a sport or something that they were involved in. Again, modifiable colors, very quickly, very easy to do. And once you set these up, you can use these templates for next year. You just got to change the number, all right? Same thing here. This is the sign. It was the blank that we generated the Madeline print from. You look at them, they look completely different, right? But they're really not that different. It's the exact same sign, change of color scheme, change of text, change of photos. Boom, done, all right? Great opportunity to use your machine, keep it busy during this slower season, make some money, and trust me, the iron is hot right now. Graduations are anywhere from a month to 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks away, depending on how long this whole thing takes. But this is a great opportunity to get these and get these done. The customer I've got who's doing these right now is swamped. Like I said, he had one school that ordered 400 of the generic signs like these, and it takes some time to print, even if they're 5 minutes total per sign. That's only 12 an hour. You got to do 400 of them, do the math, all right? That's a better part of a week worth of printing, but it's a great chance to make some money and use your machine to do something that's going to make some people happy. I'm Don Copeland. Great opportunity with your with chloroplast signs and graduation signs, and haven't even started on the fact that you can do this for colleges, weddings, and all that other stuff that's out there. But just right now and this time this season, great opportunity to make money with your compress iUV printer.